Look at that. That's the whole slab of pastrami right there. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And I am out here in Los Angeles and it is another bright and sunny day. But I do have reason to be out here in town because I'm gonna be doing the ultimate pastrami tour. Pastrami is one of the most famous foods that you can find in LA. In fact, many people say that LA has possibly the best pastrami sandwiches that you can find in the nation. So this is the video I encourage you to stick all the way to the end of, especially if you're looking for a really good pastrami in LA, because I'm gonna be hitting up 3 of some of the best spots that you can find in Los Angeles in this ultimate pastrami tour. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, because it posts these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now. And in the meantime, I'm going to be heading to the first pastrami spot. I just arrived to the Jefferson Park neighborhood, and if you are in this area, there is one pastrami restaurant you should check out. It is this one, Johnny's Pastrami. They specialize in Cali-style pastrami, but they also have like those ones that kind of look like it came out of a deli. So let's check out their menu. So you see the menu right when you go up to the counter. It looks like the regular pastrami, you can get in 2 sizes. You can get the half or you can get the full. And they also sell pastrami by the pound, so that is an option if you want to go that route. But then they also have this one, which is super popular here. For sure I'm going to get it, the French dip pastrami for $17. And I guess you can add on that extra stuff in the bottom if you want. And if you don't want the pastramis here by any chance, you could get these other things too. Like they have sandwiches, like chicken sandwich, they got burgers, and then they also have, okay, these sides, just like you would find in a Jewish deli. See, matzo ball soup. Okay, thank you. All right. Since I'm already here, might as well try 2 of their pastramis, right? Oh yeah, so this one is the pastrami with the tartine marble rye bread. Wow, how fancy. I like that toasted rustic bread. There's the pastrami meat itself. Looks like there's a mustard spread of some kind. And you get a choice of one side. And this one is their potato salad. Okay, and I heard super good things about this one. This is the pastrami French dip. And Los Angeles is really most known for these French dips. The French dip was invented in LA. But this one is like a pastrami French dip. So it comes in like a hoagie-like bread. You see how stacked it is? So stacked with a lot of mustard spread inside. And it also comes with one side. This is the coleslaw, just to change it up a little bit. And then if you're dining in or perhaps taking out, you can also get your pickles and peppers and you're all set. So the Cali-style pastrami, unlike the New York one, it comes in like a sandwich, like a hoagie bread with thinly sliced pastrami meat. That's usually made of either beef brisket or if they want to go fancier, the navel part. And in here you have the pickles as well as the mustard. Yep, very classic way of making your LA style pastrami. So an attraction you have to try if you've never tried it before in LA. Wow, it's very thinly sliced. I like the bread because it's very soft, it's fluffy, it's as well as the mustard that's over it, like that sour, tangy flavor. Love it. It really complements the pastrami so well. Yeah, so you gotta be sure to bite really big when you go into this. One of those foods I just get if I want a sandwich, I don't know what else to get. I'll just get a pastrami because it's really one of my favorite American sandwiches. All right, maybe I'll try some of this coleslaw before I dig into my other pastrami. I like it. I think the mayo is made perfectly. It's not too mayo-y, not too sweet either. Just a little peppery. It's a perfect recipe. It's like your really good classic coleslaw. But then, look at that. There's also this potato salad. Yes. Wow, that's pretty good too. Creamy and sour. This is a really good potato salad. Okay, because usually I don't eat potato salad that often because it's not my first choice of side. I mean, here they only have 1 or 2 sides, but this one I actually like a lot. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay, now here is the other pastrami. So this one they're also very famous for too. As you can see, it's different because it's cut thicker. So these are thicker cuts of meat, almost like what you'd find if you go to one of those Texas barbecue restaurants. You know, those brisket slices? Whoa. This one is pretty close to mind-blowing. I mean, the thick cuts of pastrami is very enjoyable, but I think the bread is really the show stealer. It is so perfectly crispy. You bite into it, it's like you can really hear the crunch, crunch, crunch in your mouth. It really tastes like it just came out of the oven, like super fresh. So once again, this is their tartine marble rye bread. You see the color, how it's like kind of black all around? I have never seen a pastrami sandwich like this before. This is, let me tell you, this is not your typical pastrami sandwich that you would find in Los Angeles. Not like with this kind of bread presentation. So I would say this is more of an in-house specialty, but you should get it because this is really good. I think I like this one better than the other one, the French dip style. The only thing that's kind of challenging about this place is the parking, because it's pretty much street parking. But if you come early in the day, I think you should be able to find it. Like I said, you could take out, or you can sit out here. Really nice outdoor environment, especially if the weather is really good. Then enjoy a really nice pastrami sandwich. Yes. I'm gonna finish this up right now because I don't want this to get soggy. It's so perfect right now. And then afterwards, heading to my second restaurant, and that one is a place you simply cannot miss. And no pastrami tour in LA is complete without this restaurant called Langer's Deli. This is one of the most popular and highly rated delis that you can find in Los Angeles, and what they are most known for is their pastrami sandwiches. Many say it's the greatest pastrami that you can find in all of Los Angeles. That is amazing news, so of course I have to check it out. So Langer's has been here since 1947, which means as of this video, it is a 77-year-old restaurant, and it's a very classic looking deli. It's pretty cool. It's almost like something out of a movie. And I must say that this is one of the more expensive delis that you can find in LA. But of course, they deliver on quality. They have breakfast foods, they have lunch foods. A lot of people come here for the pastrami, and that's definitely what I'm gonna be focusing on today. As you can see, this is a pretty big menu, so if you're thinking of getting something other than the pastrami, they got you covered for breakfast and lunch. But everybody comes to get the pastrami. You can have pastrami made in different ways, from like hot pastrami to pastrami French dip to even corned beef. That looks pretty awesome. So as you can see, it's not a cheap restaurant. $27, definitely one of the more expensive pastramis you'll find in LA. But it is very famous, so it's for an occasion. So I do want to let you know that parking is very difficult in this neighborhood, but thankfully they do have a parking lot around the corner where after validation, I think it's still about like $4 or $5, but it's better than trying to find parking on the streets in this densely populated area. And I'm pretty sure it is worth it because this restaurant, I heard, has won so many awards. Everything from James Beard to Michelin Guide. I mean, almost every award under the sun, calling this the best place to get pastrami in LA. This one is their famous number 19. So yes, this is the pastrami with the coleslaw, the Swiss cheese, and the rye bread, as well as the Russian dressing. And it does come with a pickle on the side. So as you can see, this is not your Cali-style pastrami that's very popular in Los Angeles. This is more of your Jewish deli pastrami, much like the ones you'll find in New York City. I'm gonna waste no time in trying the number 19, this one that everybody raves about. That is an excellent pastrami. It is like mind-blowing. Just the meat itself really makes this entire pastrami. See, you can just eat the meat itself and you can enjoy it.
You ready, lady?
Very tender, so fatty, and it's so well brined and seasoned. The coleslaw makes it kind of sweet, kind of crispy, refreshing. The cheese, of course, you add cheese to anything. You know, that slight saltiness makes it taste really good, right? And of course, you got to have your Russian dressing. Let's see, where is it? Ah, it's right here. Can you guys see it? Oh yeah, that kind of like a salmon orange color. This is the dish that they've been serving since they opened this place like over 7 years ago. And that's really one of the reasons why it's so popular, because they are so consistent with the way that they make it. I haven't had a deli-style pastrami in quite a while, because a lot of the ones I would go to were from those fast casual places, you know, like with the hoagie bread and with thinly sliced pastrami meat and the mustard on it, which is really good. I mean, that's really the LA style pastrami. But you can go find some delis that make really good pastrami too, such as this one. So as you can see, the pastrami French dip looks a little bit different. It's on a different kind of bread. So this one you would dip in here, and it is a popular way to eat sandwiches in Los Angeles. Okay, yeah, there's no sauce in here, so just the bread, the pastrami, almost like a baguette bread. But then you would dip it in here, and it would make it into a pastrami French dip. So this is the one you should get if you're not into all the coleslaw, the cheese, and everything they put inside, which I suggest you do get, by the way. But if you're wanting something that's more simple, yeah, like I said, this one has the pastrami meat itself, and then you got the bread. There's no sauce in here, nothing else. You got this one right here, and you would kind of more enjoy the simplicity of the meat and the bread. I think I enjoy the number 19 more, but if you're really into the pure flavor of the meat, then for sure I would say get this one. Now I heard that this one is really one of the best things to get here. This is their pastrami cheese fries. Yeah, it looks really good. I heard a lot of people ordered this here as well, so of course I'm gonna try it. Oh, that is like the best pastrami chili cheese fries I've had. Because there are some other places that make this in LA too, but this one I feel is like as good as it gets, because you have the house-made pastrami on top of it, and plus you have the fresh-made fries. I mean, everybody does the fresh-made fries, but then you have the cheese and the house-made chili. I mean, this thing is quite a masterpiece.
Show, please.
That right there is total food porn. It's not good for you, not at all. So I would not recommend this for the health conscious, but if you're willing to go out and just have something very tasty regardless of the health benefits, then you got to make the trip here just to try this. I know this is only my second place, but if this restaurant ends up being my favorite pastrami out of all the ones I go to for this tour, I wouldn't be surprised, because it is pretty mind-blowing. So yeah, this is the place you got to come to if you are more wanting, like I said, like a Jewish deli style pastrami, but it's really the best of its kind, as good as it can possibly get. Definitely a landmark spot you got to check out in LA. But then there is one more restaurant I have to head on to, so get very curious to see what that one's going to be like. And now I am here in Eagle Rock, which is a neighborhood in Los Angeles that's kind of close to Pasadena. And if you are in this part of town, then you simply cannot miss the Oinkster, which is a fast casual restaurant that specializes in some of the best pastramis in LA. They've been around for about 18 years and they sell other things other than pastrami. But everybody here comes for the pastrami. I came for the pastrami, so let's do it. So based on what I'm seeing, a very nice, fun, relaxed environment. It kind of looks like a mix between an American diner and a fast food restaurant. Like I said, very popular in this neighborhood for many years. They're known for a lot of their awesome sandwiches. They even got merchandise. All around a cool place to be. Okay, pretty nice sizable menu. You got your hamburgers, as well as your other kinds of sandwiches, and your side dishes, even salad. Ooh, Chinese chicken salad. Okay, that's pretty awesome. but I came for the pastrami. They got 3 kinds of pastrami here. House pastrami, Oinkster, and even a Reuben. How nice. All right, and here's everything I ordered. So this one is their Belgian fries. It's fresh, hand-cut, in-house. I heard this is really one of the most popular items in this restaurant. And the sauces are even house-made too. Isn't that pretty cool? So that's the chipotle sauce, the regular ketchup, as well as the aioli. And this one is their Oinkster pastrami, house specialty. So it's their pastrami with caramelized onion, Swiss cheese, and red cabbage coleslaw on a French roll. So yes, this is their big star pastrami, and it comes with some of that mustard on the side. This one is their Eagle Rock Reuben. So it's their version of the Reuben sandwich, pastrami with signature burger sauce, sauerkraut, and Swiss cheese served on rye bread. So I would say this one is kind of like your deli-style sandwich. And I must say that they also have their house special lemonade. It's called their Oinkster. So it's lemonade that's mixed with some sort of an orange syrup or splash. It's exactly how it sounds in the description. It tastes like a lemonade with kind of like that orange citrusy flavor. I like this kind of stuff. It's always refreshing, especially on a summer day like this. So it's a good addition to this meal. All right, cheers. Cheers to the last pastrami meal of the day. Wow, these fries are good. Belgian cut fries. It really makes all the difference when they use this kind of a potato and they make it in-house. Okay, that aioli sauce tastes much better than the ketchup. I mean, the ketchup is ketchup, but aioli sauce, now I feel like I'm in a kind of like a fancy restaurant. Wow, so good, I'm telling you. If you just come for these fries, I think you'll be very happy here. Okay, even the chipotle sauce is good too. Kind of has more of a barbecue flavor, but aioli sauce I think is really the way to go. House cured pastrami meat. Let's go. You know, this one kind of tastes a little different than the other ones I've had today. Well, I've kind of expected it because it's their house specialty. Once again, there's the red cabbage inside, sauerkraut, Swiss cheese. So you do taste the crunchiness and the sweetness of the red cabbage inside. Yeah, so I would say that this is definitely like more of the Cali-style. Not like the one I've had at Langer's, but more of what you can find in these fast food restaurants or fast casual restaurants around LA. Very typical, but just with their own little spin on it. And this one is their Reuben with the burger sauce. I'm very curious to see what this one's gonna taste like. I really like the taste of that rye bread. I mean, not as mind-blowing as the one I had at Johnny's Pastrami, but now I feel like I'm eating something in a Jewish deli or something very similar. So if that is more of the taste you want, you can get this one, the Reuben. That's the great thing about pastrami sandwiches. If you go to the right spot, it's going to be really stacked. So you have to open wide, but the taste is pretty phenomenal. So yes, if you're planning to visit LA for the first time and never had a pastrami sandwich before, then get one while you're in LA so that you can really experience LA cuisine at its best. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up here on this delicious Reuben, but thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this pastrami tour, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.